Hi, I'm Magic Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers. Next, one-on-one.
One-on-one. It's one-on-one with Eddie Alexander. One-on-one featuring the biggest names on the sports scene today. The fastest half hour in television is being brought to you by the United States Army. Be all you can be.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the fastest half hour in television. And you know it's going to be fast this time around because you've already met our guest for today. And I'm talking about the incredible Magic Johnson of the Los Angeles Lakers. And Magic, welcome to One-on-One.
Well, thank you.
We will come back and spend some time talking with a man who has captivated basketball fans all over the world. Right after this. Stay with us.
Aggressor tank spotted.
No, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go!
Alpha 1-3,
In a battle drill, you've got good guys and you've got bad guys. The hunter and the hunted.
we got the box that you can get. Let's get him.
If you're gonna win, you need horsepower, firepower, people power. That's teamwork.
Moving tank, direct front, 2,000.
This team uses a computer, thermal sight, laser rangefinder.
When we win, the whole tank wins. The whole team wins, not just one person.
Find your future in the Army.
After 3 miles in 65-degree water and miles left to go, I refuse to waste my training or my energy by using anything but the best equipment. The Aral bike by Aries is built to win. The Aral frame is curved to allow a short wheelbase that flattens hills, straightens curves, and cheats the wind. Call Aries at 800-621-0851, extension 316.
Arnold! Why hasn't this package been picked up?
You call him. I already called him 10 times.
Hold it! If you'd called Federal Express, you wouldn't be having this problem. Come with me. Only Federal trucks have onboard computers. So our couriers know the instant you have a package for pickup. So we can pick it up on time.
Next time, call Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
I will call Federal, and that'll get you off my back and everybody else off my back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're going to get rolling because this is the fastest half hour, and you know it's going to move when we sit next to one of the most incredible basketball players in all of the world. I don't say the United States, I mean all of the world. And right now, I don't feel comfortable with this basketball. That's to you, Magic Johnson, because that's your stock and trade, my friend.
Yeah, it's like my girlfriend, so to speak. You know, I take her everywhere, and I spend a lot of time with her, so she's been good to me.
I'm going to share something with our viewers because in 1981, I was visiting with his boss, Jerry Buss, the owner of the Lakers, and I asked him to describe this fantastic rookie who had just come into the NBA from winning an NCAA title with Michigan State. And he says the way to describe Magic Johnson is the smile just makes everybody feel good, even if they got bills to pay.
Well, let's hope it makes, when I smile, hopefully it make me feel good when I have bills to pay also. But I just enjoy life. I enjoy just waking up in the morning and living each day. And I'm a type of person that when you have a problem or when something is going wrong, I don't get down. You know, I say, okay, it's here, the problem is here, let's deal with it, and after it's over, let's still have fun, or I don't let it drag on and on like a lot of people, I think, and they should just be happy because God has blessed us to wake up every morning.
When you run out on the basketball court prior to the game and your warm-up, I see that attitude that you just explained there, and it's an attitude that I'm not going to allow pressure to affect me in tonight's ball game. Is that what you're saying to yourself?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's instead of letting it affect me in a negative way, let it affect me in a positive way. I strive in pressure. I love pressure. I want to be in a pressure situation, and that's that's the greatest time for, I think, any athlete, when the chips are down, when the big basket has to be scored or that pass. I want to be the one.
That's like Pat Riley once said to me that you give him the impression in the locker room after a conversation that all you want to do is you want to get out there. Coach, let me go. Let me go. I want to stop talking and let's start stalking. Let's get out there.
That's right. That's right. Let's start playing. You know, and that's like I get away from everybody and everything when I'm out there. I'm like in another world, and I just love it. It's to be competitive, to get out there and compete, and you know, when you want to be the best at your craft, so you work hard out there, and you want to make the fans feel good. You want to leave them when they go home and they talk to their wife that night, or they go into the office the next day. You want to let them say to that next guy, "Hey, you missed a magic show."
Let me ask you something. With that in mind, I look in the box score, and I see 34 points Magic. This is 86-87.
Right.
I see 35 points Magic. I see 29 points Magic. You're scoring more, handing out more assists than ever before. Why are you playing better 5-6 years later?
Well, it's not that I'm playing different. It's just my role has changed. 5 or 6 years ago, we had a high-powered offense that centered around Kareem, Jamal Wilkes when he was playing, Norm Nixon, these guys. And even 2 years ago, James Worthy, Byron Scott, Kareem. Now, Kareem is up there in age, and we feel that I don't want to put that burden on him anymore. Now I must change my role to make us a better team. By me scoring, it opens it up more for James and for Kareem when we finally throw it down into him. So I had to change because we needed a new look. We needed to come out a little different this season.
You know, I want to go back a little bit and switch reels now. When you came out of college at Michigan State, having led the Spartans to the NCAA title over Larry Bird at Indiana State, you weren't really known as the great scorer.
Right.
But yet you're scoring more in the pros than you scored in college, and this is the Supreme League. Why is that?
Well, see, it always changes. People, I think, underestimate you, and even the guys in the league underestimate me as a scorer, as a shooter, and so on. So they say, well, he's been passing all these years. Lay back off of him. No. And that's what happened. So they laid 10 feet off of me, and I'm going to hit the shot. So I think they really never see me score a lot, so they don't respect me as a scorer. So they tend to relax. And then that's why I'm making them pay the price now.
Is there anybody in the NBA that can go coast to coast? And the viewers, basketball fans, know what we're talking about. Is there anybody that can go coast to coast as well as you? Well, because you do it. There's times when you grab that rebound and you're not looking to pass off. Well, you are, but you see the opening. You see that they've slacked off a little bit, and you just said, hey, I'm going into the bucket.
Right, that's another thing about that passing. I mean, that shooting, because they think, well, you're going to pass it. But I think there's guys that may do it quicker, faster, but I don't know if somebody can do it better because I'm used to doing it all the time, where they might right now just now know how to do it, or just getting used to doing it. You know, there's guys like Isaiah and Michael Jordan, but they do it a little different than I do it. They do it just a little different, and so I think I still probably do it the best in terms of just taking it and going and know what I'm going to do once I get it in the opening, especially once I get the rebound. I think that's our best fast break, was when I do get the rebound.
Maybe a stupid question, but I got to ask it. Are you as complete a player as you've put your mind on being at this point?
Oh, yeah, at this time, no question. Because now, with the added role of scoring, that's all that was left to do, because I was doing the rebound assists, getting the steals, and running the team. I'm the quarterback. But I never really scored a lot. So now the scoring part is playing a part in it now.
Now, you have a basketball camp every year, but tell me something. I guess I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but how can Magic Johnson teach his style of play? That's like Michael Jordan saying, I can't teach my style. Can you teach your style of play for real? Because that's instinct.
No, I don't want to go to a young person, a young man, young woman, whoever I'm teaching at that time, and say, you know, I'm going to teach you to play like me. No, because everybody has their own style. And what I want to do, though, I want to give them the basics of basketball, teach them that, and then they can incorporate that into their style. And because you're not going to find Michael Jordans, you know, you're not going to get another Larry Bird, you know, so on and on. But you can be you and incorporate some of the things that they do into your game. That's what I had to do. You know, the Wilts, the Elgins, the Jerry West, all these guys, I incorporate a little bit. I'm going to steal. Yeah, I'm going to steal a little bit from here. You know, you just take a little bit and put it into Irvin Johnson or Magic Johnson's style. Now, this is who I am now. So I teach them the basics, and I also let them know and understand that, hey, this is not going to be easy. I discipline them a lot because I want them to learn that this is a hard, this takes a lot of practice, hard work to get up to the pro level. And I want them to understand that.
We got to come back and spend some more time talking to the Magic Man. And I'll tell you something, you see why we call it the fastest half hour in television? He's indicated that. We got to come back because he just gave us a little sizzle. When we get back, maybe we'll get some steak. We'll be back with Magic Johnson right after we pause for these messages. Don't you dare go away.
Take you there with Air Canada style. See how much we care. World class, worldwide. World class, worldwide. So fly Air Canada for all the best you deserve. All over the world. World class, worldwide. Air Canada.
This year, we're talking pennant.
We've got the best pitching. We're stronger up the middle.
Think it's too early to be talking baseball? Not if you're a real fan. And here's where real fans will follow up on those preseason predictions. The Sporting News, the first and best news weekly in all of sports. The only one that brings you complete, in-depth coverage every week. Information you can't get anywhere else. Follow your favorite players and teams in the Sporting News, the fans' favorite for over 100 years. All the news and stats and standings, everything you want, every week. Starting with a big baseball special preview issue. Grab a pencil, and here's a friend with all the details.
Call 1-800-351-5200. Save more than half off the single copy price and get 38 issues of the Sporting News for 3 payments of $7.16. That's 48% off the regular price, plus the guide to baseball nicknames. Call 1-800-351-5200.
Rollo, where's the package?
I have no idea. And the Air Express Company has no idea either.
Hold it. If you'd used Federal Express, you wouldn't be having this problem. Come with me. Federal tracks your package with scanners from where it's picked up to where it's delivered. Giving you its exact status within 30 minutes or your money back.
Next time, send it Federal Express. Why fool around with anyone else?
I had no idea Federal did that. Absolutely no idea.
Welcome back, everybody. I can't wait. I'm going back to Magic Johnson right now. Let's talk about your playing time. I look in the box scores, and you're still playing 40, 42, 44 minutes. There's only 48 minutes in a game. Don't you like a rest occasionally?
Occasionally, yes, but I love to be out on the court. But that's just been big games for us, where I've been playing that many minutes. Thank goodness that we've been getting off to a good start, and I haven't had to play like 40 minutes a lot of games because we've had big leads over in the 3 quarters. At the start of the fourth, we usually been leading by a pretty wide margin on a lot of our games, not most of them, but a few of them, for I don't have to get into the fourth quarter or come into the game. And so, you know, when we're playing good teams, of course, you want to be out there 40, 42 minutes because you feel that if you're not out there, then something's going to happen, and or we're going to lose the lead or something. And you just feel that as a player, so you be hollering, Coach, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
You know, I get the feeling from listening to you, my ear tells me that Magic Johnson puts an awful lot of pressure on himself.
Oh, no question. After every game, I grade myself, and I grade myself hard. I put the pressure on me, and after we lose, I think it's my fault. I think I could have done more, and that's just the way I am. I think with the pressure, with me putting the pressure on myself, I think I play better. And I respond, and without that pressure, I don't think I would maybe play as hard or play as well, you know. And I love putting pressure on myself, and I love the coach to give me a lot of responsibility, and that just helps me as a player.
Let's tell the viewers out there, when you are sitting on the bench for those minutes that you are on the bench resting, are you really resting? Are you into the game by concentrating on what's happening out there, what you've got to do once you get back in? Are you watching the game intently?
Oh, no question. And like you said, I watch it to see what I have to do when I get out there, how the flow of the game is going, whether this play is working against them, whether this guy is shooting from this spot, or whatever it is that's happening. Then once I go to get in, I know what's happening, and I can respond right now instead of not knowing what's happening, and then 5 minutes later finally realize this is happening, and hey, by that time the game might be over. They might be in control of it at that time.
How tough? The viewers want to know. You play it like it's the easiest thing in the world. We know darn well that the NBA is not easy to succeed in. Is this league tough? Because you make it look easy.
Well, it's definitely tough. Oh, no question. I couldn't begin to tell you how tough it is. Just by, first of all, making an NBA team is very, very tough. And then to stay in it, because the average years are only 3.5 years for a player. But once you get out there and you have worked hard at your craft, at basketball, of course, running the plays, getting a good pick. Some players make it look easy. You know, when they come off the pick, shoot it. You know, like the fan is saying, wow, that was easy. But hey, that guy has to set that pick. There's a lot of things have to happen. You take a Michael Jordan, he makes it look so easy. You know, he's throwing up in the air like a 747, and he makes it look easy, but you can't do it. You know, so I just try to go out and just play, and I may at some time make it look easy, but it's not easy. It's very hard. It takes a lot of practice, a lot of going over the same thing to make it look easy.
You know, one would think watching you play that the God-given ability and your instincts are all that come into play, but there's got to be a lot of thinking out there too.
Yes, a lot of thinking and God-given ability. It goes hand in hand. And when you put both hands together, you got it made. It's like it comes easy. But you have to prepare yourself. You know, who are we playing tonight? Who am I guarding? What does he do best? I have to go over and over. What's his best move? And then also, what do I have to do to help my teammate out who might be guarding one of the most dynamic scorers in the NBA? I might have to be the double team man. So it's a lot of things that go into a game. I'm talking about just one team that we're playing. And you have to go over and over in your mind that what can you do to help us win that night? And then the next night, the same thing. It goes over and over again.
You guys are always the king of the West. You're off to another great start in 86, 87. You seem like a team that's hungry, but I know that the Brinks truck pulls up in front of each one of your houses and takes the money to the bank. So how could you be hungry when you've done it all and you're making it all?
Well, because we still hate to lose. I hate to lose. I'm not a sore loser, but I hate to lose. And I don't want anybody on my team that doesn't hate to lose.
So in other words, with Houston having beaten you last season, you're coming back saying that wasn't us.
That's right. And I got a bad taste in my mouth right now. I can't wait till April, May. I'm ready for that time right now because we lost. I had to live with that all summer.
You know, after you have a season where you got knocked off like you did last year, a lot of teams will go down the drain. Why does this team continue to be so successful? You've come right back at it.
Well, because we'll do anything to win. You know, we are a team. It doesn't matter who scores the points with us. It doesn't matter who's taking the shots. All that matters to us is winning. We all play our roles, and we know our roles, and we go out and do them on the floor. Nobody's ego is bigger than others. Nobody's saying, well, he's getting all the ink. You know, nobody's worried about that because we know at the end, when they slide the diamond ring on your finger, everybody's name gonna be in ink. Everybody's ego will get fed. Everybody will be the king. Not one somebody, but everybody. That's 12 guys. And that's why we're successful. You know, if I tried to come in and take over Kareem's place and take over, you know, he's a legend now. You know, he will be. And if I tried to come in and step on his toes and Jamal's toes, and you know, we wouldn't have been champions. We would have been a team with a bunch of individuals running around. But when you talk about team, you start with the Lakers with a capital T.
Well, we got 5 more minutes. We got 5 more minutes with a capital T talking about Team Lakers. We'll be back with the Magic Man right after we pause for these messages. Don't you go away. There's at least 4 or 5 more minutes.
Follow your favorite players and teams in the sporting news. The fans' favorite for over 100 years. All the news and stats and standings, everything you want, every week, starting with a big baseball special preview issue. Grab a pencil and here's a friend with all the details.
Save more than half off the single copy price and get 38 issues of the sporting news for 3 payments of $7.16. That's 48% off the regular price, plus the guide to baseball nicknames. Call 1-800-351-5200.
The world is waiting. We can take you there with Air Canada style. See how much we care. World class, worldwide. World class, worldwide. So fly Air Canada for all the best you deserve. All over the world. World class, worldwide. Air
Canada. So you think you're a cowboy, but you're only
Willie Nelson, a legend in jeans. And those jeans got to be Wrangler Cowboy Cut. Designed by cowboys, they're the only official jeans of the Professional Rodeo Cowboys Association. Wrangler Cowboy Cut jeans.
Hey, everybody knows real cowboys wear Wrangler.
When you send a package to Europe, do you get that sinking feeling that it could be anywhere? Here, there, out of your hands, out of your control. Lost? Well, Federal Express goes to Europe. We make sending a package there as easy and reliable as it is here, because Federal tracks your package with computerized scanners. Federal Express, 2-day service to the major cities in Europe. Why fool around with anyone else?
Attention! Congratulations, Bob Johnson of San Francisco. You're this week's one-on-one giveaway winner. If you'd like to win a football, baseball, or basketball, just send a card or letter before midnight Monday to One-on-One, P.O. Box 5112, South San Francisco, California, 94083-5112. There's no purchase and no obligation, so send those cards and letters today, and you might be a winner.
You ever do a show and get chills up and down your spine? I got them right now, and we're almost through the show because I'm visiting with Magic Johnson right now of the Lakers. And when you're out there on defense, ball comes off the rim. The big claws of Kareem Abdul got the ball. You know it's coming to you to lead the fast break. What are you thinking when you see the ball rolling around the rim and Kareem's getting ready to grab it? What are you thinking instinctively right there?
Well, my first thing is get in position to get the outlet pass from him. Second, to look and see how many defenders are in front of me. And then second, third, I should say, checking ahead of me and see how many defenders they have. Fourth, how many guys I have on my left on my team and right on my team. Then my eyes get real big because now this is where I'm at my best. It's showtime now. And, you know, I'm setting up somebody hopefully for a layup or myself. I love the fast break. It's just me.
That's a natural high.
Yes, natural big high.
6'8". How are you able to handle the basketball so well, and how much practice has it taken?
Well, I used to take the ball everywhere, you know, to the movie, just dribbling. Whether my mother say, go to the store and get me some, okay?
You take the ball.
I take the ball, have it in one hand, have the groceries in another, you know, just dribbling. So I was just used to dribbling. And then what happened was I shot from 6 foot to 6'6" over one summer. I used to be a guard, and then they moved me to forward, but I still had the ball handling skills. And I think I just, over that course of time, just kept working on it, and I just got used to handling.
I want you for 30 seconds now, because we always like the superstar athlete, to talk to the young person out there aspiring to be a college player or a pro player. What is your advice to the young guys out there? Is it self-discipline?
I think it is. It goes there first. So if I was saying anything to young people, I think they had to, first of all, set their priorities and then go for it. And what I mean by priorities, if you want to be the president or if you want to be a basketball, football player, then you got to give up something to get something. And so you got to get out on that field or that basketball court every single day and just practice. And another thing, dream a lot. Set your goals up high and dream. Dream about you being that next Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, Isaiah Thomas, Larry Bird. Don't let nobody disrupt that dream. Good luck to you, and may God bless you.
Magic Johnson, that's it. On that note, we got to say thanks for being one-on-one.
Thank you.
This has been the Magic Johnson Show, and we'll be back to visit with you and your favorite athlete again next week. See you for One-on-One.
One-on-One has been brought to you by the United States Army. Be all that you can be.